Well, President Trump is facing growing backlash this morning after floating a plan for the U.S. to take over the Gaza Strip.
In a news conference with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, the president proposed redeveloping the territory and keeping it under U.S. control. NBC's Alice Barr joins us live from Washington for a look at how the president wants to turn the Gaza Strip into the Riviera of the Middle East. Good morning.
Good morning, Danita and Dave. Yeah, that's what President Trump said yesterday. He said he sees the U.S. in a long-term ownership position in Gaza that he believes would bring stability to the Middle East, for now bringing a whole lot of questions. President Trump rolling out a stunning plan to take ownership of the Gaza Strip.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it.
In a White House press conference with Israel's prime minister, the president proposing the U.S. redevelop the war-torn enclave.
The Riviera of the Middle East, this could be something that could be so bad. This could be so magnificent.
He said Palestinians would have to leave the sovereign territory during reconstruction, taken in by countries like Egypt and Jordan, who oppose that idea, and many Gazans do not want to leave. President Trump also did not rule out deploying U.S. troops to Gaza.
If it's necessary, we'll do that.
Lawmakers in both parties pushing back.
We'll see what the Arab world says, but, you know, that'd be problematic at many, many levels.
That's insane. I can't think of a place on earth that would welcome American troops less and where any positive outcome is less likely.
Adding to the humanitarian challenge, the U.S. Agency for International Development announcing overnight almost all direct hires will be placed on administrative leave this week, following Trump administration moves upending the organization and stalling critical shipments of food and medicine around the world.
There are lives at risk.
Kayla Nickel contracts with USAID on global democracy projects. She's had to furlough all her employees and fears U.S. disengagement from volatile zones will harm national security.
We know exactly who steps in, and we've created a vacuum that is not in the American interest.
Pressing questions as President Trump remakes U.S. foreign policy. And the CIA is now the latest federal agency offering buyouts to its workers, according to a spokesperson. That as a group of unnamed FBI agents filed suit against the Justice Department alleging retaliation over their work on January 6 cases. Dave and Danita.
All right, thank you. Alice Barr reporting live from Washington, D.C. for us this morning. Thank you.
And as of this morning, about 20,000 federal employees accepted a buyout offer, according to the White House. The Trump administration gave them a choice last week: resign by Thursday and be paid through September, or risk losing your job through mass layoffs. The move is meant to reduce the size of the federal workforce. We spoke to a Cleveland attorney about the resignation contract, and he says there are major red flags. It states an employee won't have to work while getting severance pay except in rare circumstances.
What are rare circumstances?
Yeah, that's exactly right. You're putting your hands in someone else's hands, and you have no idea what the rules of the game are going to be.
The contract also states that it can only be rescinded by the government agency, and if it does, it's not subject to review. This means signing forever waives the right to take any legal action.